If you search online for how to make a woman like you, the advice always sounds the same. Get a better body, make more money, learn seduction techniques. But when reality is examined, that is, healthy relationships and genuine attraction, most men who succeed don't obsess over any of these things. And here's the truth that few talk about: attracting women is far simpler than most men believe. It has nothing to do with stacking external traits, it has everything to do with how a man shows up emotionally and behaviorally. This breakdown will walk through the core principles of attraction, step by step, so the patterns behind female attraction become clear and predictable. Most men spend years trying to impress women, trying to say the right things, trying to get attention. And most of those attempts fail. Eventually, some men realize the problem was never effort, it was misunderstanding human behavior. Attraction becomes simple once the psychology is understood, because success with women is a state of mind first and a behavior second. What happens inside a man leaks into everything he does: tone, posture, timing, reactions. Women don't respond to words alone, they respond to the emotional state behind those words. This is the rule that men must understand. Women feel what a man feels. If a man feels nervous, unsure, or inferior, she senses it. If he feels calm, grounded, and unbothered, she senses that too. That's why confident men can say very little and still attract women, and why nervous men can say everything right and still be rejected. One of the fastest ways men kill attraction is by putting women on a pedestal. An attractive woman enters the room and behavior instantly changes. Polite, agreeable, careful. That shift alone destroys attraction. Why? Because it reveals a belief that she is above him. A man who tries to impress is not confident, he is compensating. The paradox is this: the moment a man stops seeking approval, he becomes interesting. Here's the contrast. Situation 1. Man: hey, can I buy you a drink? Woman: I'm good, thanks. And then the conversation ends. Situation 2. Man: what's the best drink here? Woman: probably the XYZ. Man: perfect, you should grab one, I'll judge your taste. It's the same environment, same woman. The difference is emotional positioning. The second man is relaxed, playful, and uninvested. Unpredictability creates curiosity. Approval-seeking behavior is rooted in low self-esteem. When a man seeks validation, he gives away power before the interaction even begins. The internal loop looks like this. She's attractive. I hope this goes well. I don't want to mess this up. Fear shapes behavior, and behavior becomes cautious, and caution becomes boring. And women sense this immediately. The moment a woman feels a man needs her approval, attraction begins to fade. Men who attract women easily do not tie their identity to outcomes. Rejection does not destabilize them. Consider 2 responses. Scenario 1. Man: hi, how are you? Woman: go away. Man apologizes and leaves embarrassed. Scenario 2. Man: hi, how are you? Woman: go away. Man: rough day, huh? I'll get out of the way before it gets worse. The second man remains grounded. Emotional stability is attractive, even in rejection. Another critical mistake men make is overvaluing beauty. Physical attractiveness is largely genetic. It's not an achievement, so treating it like one makes no sense at all. When a man becomes nervous around beauty, insecurity is revealed. But when beauty is treated neutrally, the dynamic flips. Here's an example. Man: a lot of men think intelligent women are hard to find. Woman: why? Man: because beauty is common, depth isn't. Now she's unsettled. She's not being praised or dismissed, she's being evaluated. That shifts the power dynamic. A man who understands attraction chooses, he does not settle. Most men operate from scarcity. They accept whoever shows interest. High-value men have standards. Think of it like a restaurant. If the meal a man wants isn't available, he leaves. Most men don't do this with women. They compromise to avoid being alone. Men with self-respect do not. A man of value places his principles above the relationship. Imagine a disagreement. She says, if you don't agree, I'll leave. The average man panics. He apologizes and he submits. The high-value man stays calm. He says, then we're probably not compatible. And he walks. Not from arrogance, but from self-respect. People value what they have to earn. What comes easily is ignored. This applies to attraction. If a man is predictable, overly available, and emotionally transparent, curiosity disappears. Contrast creates intrigue. Example: here's the average man. He'll say something like, you're really pretty. The high value man will say something like, you're attractive, but something tells me that we wouldn't get along. You seem to be too well behaved. Now she's thinking. That curiosity fuels attraction. One of the most destructive behaviors men adopt is reshaping their lives around women, changing opinions, changing routines, changing identity. This signals inferiority. A high value man does not bend his life to fit a woman. If she wants to be a part of it, she adapts. If not, she leaves, and he remains unmoved. The final principle is abundance. There is no shortage of attractive women. Scarcity creates fear. Abundance creates calm. Men who know their value do not cling. They do not chase. They do not obsess. They stay centered. And that is what makes women invest. This is not about tricks or lines. It's all about internal positioning and external behavior. Knowledge without application is useless. Apply these principles. This is Alpha Male Psychology. Subscribe for more grounded, real-world guidance.